Well, looks like we've got the attention of Lord Luis. Let's see if whether or not we can probe a little bit more into what he may or may not want to offer us. The closer we get to him, the better it is for all of us. On that note, hey guys, it's me, Rob, and welcome back to some more Metaphor ReFantazio. Last time, we managed to make it here to the capital of Oceania, Rhylehaven. And in doing so, we attended the exhibition where we presented our head, Lady Joanna. Unfortunately, our glory only came after the fact, because upon her confession, she was immediately executed for her crime. And it put a bit of a sour taste in everybody's mouths, despite the fact that we had succeeded in getting Luis's attention, but it came at the cost of someone's life. But now, we have been beckoned to some degree by Luis. So we're going to see if we can figure out where exactly it is they want us to go.
Right then.
Meet up with. And we don't know who it is that wants to meet with us.
All right then.
It's not here.
Need a ride? You want to go where?
The Night Prowler. Oh, it's you lot. Heard about you from those brothers. Go on, hop in. Oh, it's those two. That was with Luis. Oh. Oh, it's literally a little pub in an inlet. Okay, that's cool. What do we have going on in here? Wow.
Well, look who it is. Appreciate you coming out.
So it was you two.
You expected us to roll out the red carpet right into our headquarters. Consider this a pre-show. Still, you really are just a kid, aren't you?
Speak for yourself.
And you're one to talk?
I wouldn't go having a laugh at me big brother's expense. That's when I get to step in and make some points for my own life.
I am so confused.
You are brothers. And he is the elder?
And here I thought the Magnus brothers' name was making the rounds. Shame that. It's fine. First offense and all won't kill you yet. Besides, Lord Luis has taken quite a shine to you lot. Before we let you see him, I have a question. I want you to think long and hard before you answer, right? What kind of king are you selling yourself to be exactly? Go on, let's have the pitch.
He has the whole bar turned against us.
I'd help anyone in need.
Meaning what exactly?
It means he's even willing to save someone like me.
You're not doing yourself any favors here, are you?
Let's drop the pretenses, shall we? We were all about impressing Luis, and we've done that. You're all about results, aren't you?
You'll answer the question from me too. Why do you want to serve Master Luis? No lies now.
With Juna.
I admire Master Luis's power.
What? As an elder? Want to get a little payback on the world too, do you?
Despite having been a general, he has Parapus as some of his closest allies. That alone marks a man worth following.
Huh.
Whatever. You got some brass to you, I'll give you that much. Already got more accomplished than that Gladell ever did. You seem like the types to make yourselves useful.
Not many get Ardell's blessing. It's worth celebrating that. For now. You're in.
Someone like you should already know what it's like. The minority tribes face walls and barriers everywhere they look in society. Our greatest hope rides with Master Luis. We'll do whatever it takes to make him king, and starting today, so will you. Come on then. Master Luis is waiting for you inside his gauntlet runner, the Caradrius.
And no funny business up there, yeah? Nothing gets past the king's magic, and Lord Luis is one of the top candidates. We've captured some, 10 odd assassins now? Lord Luis uses them for magic experiments, and, well, you know how that ends.
We finally have access to Luis's headquarters.
It's a valuable opportunity. Ideally, while most of our group is meeting with Luis, someone else can do a quick search inside.
Wait, me?
There's no one more suitable. Anyone else, and he'd question their absence.
You're putting a solo infiltration on my tiny shoulders? But fine, I'll do it.
Once we're in the Skyrunner, we'll assess the situation, then deal with our own tasks.
A bit risky, but we'll take anything at this
Where?
point.
So?
Wow, that passed time? Seriously? What is that? That thing is cool looking. Ah, yes. I wonder where his gauntlet runner is.
Hello there.
You want to go to the warship harbor? That's no place to visit after a piss up, but alright, mind yourself and climb aboard.
Incredible.
It didn't hit me until we got right up close to it, but this runner really is huge.
Hey!
Oi, over here. Keep your heads out of the clouds, will ya?
Sam!
You bumpkins can fawn over the Caradrius all you want later. We won't be flying for a good while anyway. What with the soy, what with the soiry and all.
Huh.
Hey, Bass, how about you don't go telling them anything they don't know? We aren't officially friends yet. Now, follow me. I'll give you the ground tour.
Got it.
Oh, and a friendly warning. Be on your best behavior. You try anything clever, you're dead on the spot. Make a rude comment to Lord Luis, dead on the spot. Got it? Not shy about making threats. We'll stay on his good side, okay?
Seriously.
Let's not test his patience then, eh? Lord Luis is in the reception room. You don't want to keep him waiting.
We're off.
Okay.
Check this out.
I really don't like the looks of this. Why would that be there? We're gonna fight in this thing, aren't we? Alright.
Got
What's
it.
up, chaps? And here we go. And here we are. Go on in.
I'm leaving.
Don't wander off. Until you get used to it, this place can be a real maze. Then just lead the way, bro. I don't want to get lost either.
Oh, yeah?
Oh. Whoa. Yeah.
Well,
Like it or not, an elder recruit is always going to stand out. But we're on the same side as all of them for now, so stand tall.
And yet...
Oi! You're not serious.
Got it.
The reception room is on the top floor. This lift will get you there.
What in the...
What was that? Happens to everyone. That's some sort of magic controlled looking mechanism.
Yeah?
It keeps the suspicious element out. You know, like the bastards pretending they're grunts when they're actually assassins.
I see.
Seems like a secure system. I assume you need a key to get around?
Yeah.
Yep, there's different keys for different areas. Only a select few ranking soldiers have them. Want to talk freely around the runner? Want to You want to walk freely around the runner? Then you're going to need to have one of our ranks. Cool.
Evidently.
Oh, nice.
It's much bigger than I thought. I almost forgot we're inside a gauntlet runner. Quit looking around so much. Now, what have we got here? We're letting schoolboys in the ranks now. These kids are our new recruits. Well, that's all it took, eh? A little show at the exhibition. Used to be you'd have to prove yourself before you could stand with the Count's men.
No.
They got Lord Luis's approval. That's not enough for you, I'd keep it to yourself. Or someone knocks you off that pedestal.
What's the meaning of this?
What? These pissants? What? These pissants? Against me? Please. I'm a bloody sergeant. We could settle this right here, right now. They'll be wiping you off the walls.
Don't even try it.
Oh, leave it out, Xanth. Get your arse back to your post. That's an order.
Understood?
Just get this through your tiny heads. Power is everything around here. I give you 3 days at most till you run home, tails between your legs.
Seriously.
Where are we going to move to? Tell us where.
Here.
And this would be Lord Luis's quarters? Just a reception room, lass. He'd be daft to show a pack of strangers straight to his private quarters, wouldn't he?
All right.
Lord Luis is waiting inside. Enter.
Hey,
Ah, it's a sharp eyes about. Okay. Let's hope this goes well.
A beautiful city, Brialhaven. But it is its identity I truly respect. Oceana's navy might well have won them the Annex War if your Cronia hadn't chosen to forgo their honor and launch an opportunist attack in the wake of a storm. Even now, united in the kingdom, their pride in their power is what keeps this city alive. You wish to join my ranks. I need ask little else. Instead, I would hear what you wish to know most. Ask and I will answer. That is why I've bid you come here.
Here we go. How do you plan on winning against Forden?
I will kill him.
Easy. Just as easy as it sounds.
Not that my victory rests on doing so. That man and Sanctism both are malignant tumors in this country's flesh and must be excised to save it. Aren't candidates protected by the king's magic? The king is not a god. There is always a way. It is clear no small conviction drives you. Perhaps keeping you close will prove useful. You, assembled company, I hereby permit you to enter my service.
We are much obliged.
This is a heart of magic silver. Cut your finger and let the blood fall. A proper rite of loyalty. Shows how all our blood flows through the same heart.
Watch yourselves, though. If your own heart's not true to our cause, well, it's not just a drop you lose. Might take off a whole limb.
You hesitate. Fear and anxiety. They always lead the people astray. But power and order trumps all. That is the crux of my rule.
Seems we have no choice.
Good. It would appear we've passed.
Ha! Look at you, like knock-kneed lambs. Just having a bit of fun with you, eh? You think I'd go to all that effort?
On August 13th, I intend to hold a soiree in this city. It seems a fine opportunity for you to make your debut in my retinue.
Very exclusive, see? Only for those good enough to be part of our campaign. You should feel honored.
As my gauntlet runner requires some maintenance, the party shall be held at the feast hall where I'm staying. In the meantime, do as you will.
Wonder how Gallica's search is going.
Only this area feels any different from the rest. I need a key to get in, though. It'd be nice if I could see what's going on in here, too.
Is that boy candidate here already?
Meeting with Count Luis as we speak, I think. Didn't think he'd end up on our side.
I expect we'll run into each other on the job, eh? That said, let's get back to our rounds.
Yikes! They're coming this way! I have to hide! Is this the other side of that door? Never thought it'd lead to a place like this. This area just screams suspicious with all the guards. The formula's gotta be somewhere around here. Is someone coming? Figures they'd show up now. Isn't that the songstress? What is she doing here?
Lady Juna, is something amiss?
I do recall saying I didn't need a personal guard today.
Yes, but this is Luis's personal quarters, we thought in case you needed.
Well, I don't. You can do your guarding downstairs for today. Do you understand? And, well, I mean, do you really want to be guarding this door when Count Luis returns? Oh, the things you would hear. How awkward for us both.
You mean... Idiot, don't make the lady repeat herself. Apologies, my lady. We'll make ourselves scarce.
Close one. Opportunities like this are so few and far between. I've got to get this back in place. Oh, wonderful. How are these arranged again?
A magic spell? Is that the formula? Just my luck. I can't carry out something that big. And now I know where it is.
Jolly good! You've got the man's eyes on you. Now that you've sworn fealty, we can get right down in the guts of his Skyrunner.
I worry for Gallica. Perhaps we ask too much of her. I hope she's all right.
Ah, it seems you worried for naught.
I'm back!
Phew. You're clearly bursting with good news, too.
I know, right? I found where the formula is! I'm pretty sure I saw the real thing. Even if it wasn't, I'd bet the real one's somewhere in that room.
Masterfully done. We could have asked no better an infiltrator.
That songstress Juno was there too. I'm pretty sure it was Luis's private quarters. So I have to wonder what she was doing there.
Whatever the case, I assume you could lead the way to the room?
Well, yes, but it might be a bit tricky. To get to Luis's quarters, we'd need to go through the crew quarters, then through the starboard corridor, or the port corridor. You need a key to get into each of the divisions. Whoever's in charge at each guard post has one. Luis's private quarters have a special key too. That one's held by the representative on the bridge.
In short, we'll need to pass through 3 blocks. The crew quarters, either the starboard or port corridor, and the bridge.
It looked like he's usually got his quarters under guard. So we'll want to pick a time of day when there'll be less people around.
If we need it less crowded, then how about the night of the soiree? Surely it would be a skeleton crew.
Apparently the soiree will be held at the luxury inn that caters exclusively to the upper class. The soldiers manning his runner are bound to have duties in town that day.
He would have us debut as his supporters on that night. How would we get away with not being present?
Maybe if we just excuse ourselves for a short time? We've got plenty of time to prepare. Securing an infiltration route, finding out when it will be less crowded, this is all work we can get done in advance. On the night of, Gallica and one other will slip out, swipe the formula, then return by the shortest route possible.
Have anyone in mind? My hearing makes stealth jobs simple work.
No. I think he'd be our best bet.
You would have the guest of honor himself absent?
This is Luis we're talking about. He's bound to notice any absence. If we've lost on that front already, we might as well send our strongest.
What do you think? It would be risky as a mere solo infiltration. Are you up to the task?
You'll be the ones in the most danger, won't you?
I can hardly deny it. You're right. And I'm well aware of the fact.
Seriously. We're jumping from tightrope to tightrope here. We'll have to prep our infiltration strategy tomorrow. For now, let's get back to the inn and get some rest.
Oh boy.
That reminds me.
By the way, do you remember the man we met in Luis's Gauntlet Runner? He seemed very proud of his strength.
Yes.
Ah, he was rather full of himself, yes. Sergeant Xanth. Xanth, right? Was it? Got told to go back to his post, which makes me wonder. He might be in charge of one of the runner's sectors.
I see.
That would be unfortunate. Hell, his strength was formidable even to be near him. I doubt he would simply let us pass. In any case, we should probably rest for today. We could talk in more detail in the morning. Okay, well, looks like we'll do just that and see what tomorrow holds. So, it's not gonna be non-stop fighting, which I suppose works in our favor.
Good night.
But, I don't know.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I think missing out on a moment of fighting could hinder us just a bit, but we'll see what happens.
Now then.
Starting today, we need to work on an infiltration route to Luis's private headquarters. The issue in those in charge of each area, the ones holding the keys. It would seem they make a formidable lineup. What shall we do? The simplest option is the best option. Get them alone, beat their key from them, and push forward.
Even so,
if we mean to attack, a short decisive encounter is the order of the day. If they call for reinforcements, we might not fare so well.
Yes.
Luis's subordinates have attained their rank through martial prowess. If we wound their pride, negotiation may still be on the table.
I'm a little worried.
This is a challenge unlikely we've faced any so far.
Yeah.
Right. A new situation calls for new tactics. We ought to build our best strength by hunting bounties and the like, or we may end up on over our heads. Oh no!
Then...
maybe we could dig up some dirt through an informant. Who knows? They might have a weakness we can exploit.
Got it.
Well then, before we can secure our route to his headquarters, sounds like we got some digging to do before the end of the day. This is nerve-wracking. We have 20 days. The interior of Luis's Gauntlet Runner is divided into 4 areas. The crew quarters, the port... Yes, that's right. So... you'll need to obtain a special key from the person in charge of the bridge in the deepest part of the ship. Don't forget, you need to gain access to Luis's quarters by the day of the soir.
Let's head there.
The soir.
Oi there! All right then.
Well... nuts.
What now?
Well met, eh?
All right then.
But we can't just do lollygagging around. No, it doesn't look like there's any taverns around.
All right then.
This is gonna be tricky.
Let's go.
Oi!
I guess the first line of business is to find
Right then.
an informant that can give us information on what kind of soldiers we'll be going up against. This is interesting because I don't think I've ever played something like this before. At least in my past experiences. What do you got? Regarding this inheritance, if you're willing, can you look into who... Oh, I have to do that on my own time?
All right then.
Oh boy, okay.
Blast this heat.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to see what's there at the recruitment center. Maybe we can get a few bounties in before we start doing some investigating. Oh, so that's what. Okay. No need to thank me. I'm sure bounty hunting is calling your name too. Nice. The bow. That's cool. Okay.
This is what I've got.
Accept it. Bounty contract this time is for Fatal Lick. I'm not gonna bother. He's made the graveyard his personal undead paradise, chock full of demon skeletons ready to do his bidding. Not just the undead that are under his thrall. Seems like it's also compelled a living beast to serve as its bodyguard, so you'll need to fight both at the same time. Okay. Yep, let's do it. Tomb of Lament.
Show me what you've got.
Okay.
Let's do it.
It is a difficult one, so... Oh! Oh wait, that's not...
Let's see.
Oh my god, it's far.
And right there's a labyrinth. Oh,
There's a runner.
Well, look who's up there.
I smell trouble. Got
Eek.
it.
Angler's Inn Square.
Look at that.
Look. Yep.
That's funny. Okay. So I guess let's head back to the Angler's Inn Square.
All right then.
Where is it? I didn't see it. Oh, it's in the pub right there. Okay.
All right then. All right then.
But that...
This is gonna be a fun section of the game, isn't it?
All right then. Go.
I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how to do. I'm not going to be sure how this is going to go down until I do it. Then again, it is nice that it's
Wonderful.
a change of pace in the gameplay, rather than making us brute force our way through it. There he is.
Hey, listen.
Want in on this?
Received an invite to the Charad. I can't. I literally heard it earlier, and I can't remember how to say it. Oh boy.
Fancy a bit of info?
Salvo, you say? He's the ship's guard chief. Got some business with him? He's not someone you'll have an opportunity to meet with often. His job's to patrol the ship, on the lookout for intruders. Chief of Security is no pushover. He's a powerful opponent who's earned Luis's trust through his strength. An almighty igniter that... They say he's got an almighty igniter that can damage any foe. When bees he guards you up against. Weak to projectiles and lances. Though, his reaction time's... Maybe his reaction time's slow. What with wearing that big helmet and all.
I guess so.
Okay. Devotee. Cabio.
Fancy a bit of info?
Oh, he feels she acts so sweet and has such a lovely voice. I'm swooning here. I'd almost think she was a goddess.
Come on!
You're planning to spar with him? Well, he's the only one Luis granted the privilege of being the helmsman amongst all his minions. Though you can bet he's a strong one.
Just between us.
Having said that, he's weak to electric. I hear he has a traumatic experience. He had a traumatic experience in a storm once. Rumor has it, when the weather gets rough, he's steering over to his second in command. Pretty solid evidence, isn't it?
Thanks.
Alright. Master Sergeant. For the port corridor. See how bad this guy
Fancy a bit of
sounds.
info?
Quite frankly, he's an absolute loon. Don't tell him I said that, though. I value my life. He's an intense person in a lot of ways, but the way he fights in particular, as I said, quite mad. He starts yelling like a madman and swings his axe all around him. You'll want to watch out for it, otherwise it'll daze you. If I recall correctly, the magic shop sells equipment that protects against that. Might be worth checking out.
Just between us.
Well, the blow rushes to his head, so he falls for being provoked rather easily. If you bring someone who to act as a decoy, I think you could beat him without much hassle. Ideally, you won't have to fight him. But if you do, keep that in mind.
I guess so.
Okay. So like a faker.
Fancy a bit of info?
Maintenance Chief Kaiba. He's in charge of the starboard corridor. Can't take a joke, so I've never gone along with him. He's as strong as you expect, considering the authority he's been given. His magic that repels attacks is especially impressive. Then we could guess if you try to physically attack him, it'll bounce right back to you. The more you put into it, the more you'll end up hurting.
Just between us.
That said, his barrier doesn't repel magic. The magic isn't especially effective either, from what I hear.
Let's see.
That's a pain. And the first big obstacle.
Fancy a bit of info?
Naturally, he's a tough customer. Huh. Really?
Just between us.
He's strong, of course, but not invulnerable. Rumor is he's weak against burn and poison. Since he's wearing all that armor, it's hard for him to just take it off and deal with those. I'm sure paralysis and stun will work well too. But Luis values power, and so while the old battle axe might have some weaknesses, if Luis trusts him, you can bet he's strong against blazes.
Gotcha.
They are really emphasizing the whole training thing, so
Want in on this?
I guess we'll indulge the game a little bit, just to see how far we can get. People say it's a ghost. It's scary enough on its own, but the real horror is how it says this Imenza.
Just between us.
Not just fighting two enemies at once, that's the problem. Like Imenza's around, Fatal Lick's attacks get stronger. Uses powerful dark magic, so I heard from a bounty hunter, who narrowly escaped from it with his life. Better be prepared for ways to protect against magic, or use the Chimenza's weakness when to take it out quick. You might expect, as it goes, Fatal Lick is weak to light. Couldn't hurt to keep that handy.
No kidding.
Okay. The wind and lightning. The Taros. Alright. We have a lot on our plate, and I have a lot to process, so I think for the time being, we'll call it here for now. So, next time on Metaphor ReFantazio, we start seeing what we can do to prepare for the infiltration of Luis's headquarters. Because God only knows I'm gonna need every ounce of preparation for this heist. Anyway, on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, have a good one, everyone. And as always, stay safe. We got a long road ahead of us.